Alright then, so a while ago, a few months ago, wow, that was a year ago, wow, time flies, was it really a year ago? Anyway, a year ago, I made a video called School EDC, me detailing all the fountain pens that I was using on a regular basis for school, and here's the thing, that video is outdated, not just because I have a much wider fountain pen selection to choose from, and as a result I'm using different pens now. It's because I'm no longer in high school. That was when I was made in year 12, I'm now in university, and as a result I'm going to be using a little bit of a different setup just to make everything a little bit easier for me. So first of all, the old little bag that I was carrying my pens around in, gone. What I have now is this really awesome Manhattan Portage pen case. Really durable, really awesome pen case that I've been using for a few months. I got this from my friend Bill for Christmas. Really awesome pen case. Minimalistic, and it has space for 6 fountain pens. I've taken this thing on holidays and it worked there, so it's certainly going to work for university. Not sponsored by the brand or anything, just my friend gave this to me. So, as I said, there are 6 spaces, so I have 6 fountain pens to use from. And what I'm doing this year is I'm going to be breaking down my fountain pens into my permanent everyday carry and the 3 fountain pens that I'll be testing out, because I like to use my fountain pens for a while before I review them. So I'll have 3 fountain pens that will be in my fountain pen thing that I'm going to be testing. And if it's good enough, I'll let you know if it replaces any of my pens to become a permanent EDC pen. So, let's get started on the permanent EDC pens. First of all, you knew it was coming, Wingsung 698. This fountain pen I reviewed really recently, and this is in my everyday carry for a few reasons. First of all, the nib is really fun to write with, and it is really smooth, and I really do enjoy using this fountain pen. It's really comfortable to use for long writing sessions. I can't write the fastest on it, but when I'm doing it for long writing sessions, I will certainly enjoy using this fountain pen. As well as that, it is a piston fountain pen, which means it will contain a lot of ink, which means I won't be refilling my pen every single day. So that earns its number 1 spot in my EDC pen case. Second of all, Wingsung 3008. You also knew it was going to be on this list because I said in the review it is going to be my EDC pen. And I like the Wingsung 3008 because, first of all, it is really cheap. $3, which means I can really bash around this pen. I can treat it like crap. I can, use it anywhere and even lose it if I'm really careless, and it won't matter at all. The Wingsung 3008 I can replace at any time if I wanted to, but that's not just one of the reasons why I have it, because another reason why I have it is because the nib is awesome. I can write really fast with this nib for a very long time. It has an extra fine nib opposed to the fine nib in the Wingsung 698, which means if I have very small characters that I need to write, I can certainly use this pen. As well as that, if I'm using pen that's not very good, maybe printer paper, and it feathers, the extra fine nib will mean that I can write on that paper with a little bit of feathering compared to like a butt ton of feathering. So that earns its place as my second permanent everyday carry pen. Third of all, Pilot Prera. This is a fountain pen that's not exactly cheap. It's $50, in fact $55, and while I'm not the biggest fan of carrying around, super expensive fountain pens, because let's be honest, university is full of pigeons. Everyone's like a pigeon. They go for shiny stuff and they will steal it. Honestly, you leave this unattended without your CCTV karate skills, it will probably be stolen if you're not careful. But I just love the Pilot Prera so much, and it's also the reason why I bought it. Like, if you're going to buy these expensive pens and not use them, what's the point of having them? So the Pilot Prera will be the most expensive fountain pen that I take to uni, but there's a good reason. The nib. This has a medium nib on it, and I just love it to death. I love how smooth it is. I love how just good it is on low quality paper. So like the Wingsung 3008, it will not feather one bit. As well as that, I just find it really comfortable to use for long writing sessions. I've used this pen in so many exams beforehand, it got me through that. And that's the reason why it's going to be my everyday carry. Now, I will have to refill it a little bit more often than the other pens, but honestly, I don't mind. So that takes my number 3 position. So the first fountain pen is going to be my EDC, but that's not going to be there permanently, is this. This is the Kaweco Picao. It is a brand new pocket fountain pen that Kaweco has launched. It's very similar to the Kaweco Sport, but it is a little bit bigger, and I've only just gotten this recently and I've only just started using it, but from what I can tell, it has a really awesome nib, very high quality, like the Kaweco Sport. It's just a little bit bigger for people who like bigger pens. As well as that, it's a little bit cheaper. It's made out of, plastic, not metal like the Kaweco Sport, but this pen is pretty awesome, and I can't wait to make a review on this pen. I like the colour of it, I like the plastic of it, it's very nice to use. The next pen that's going to be my EDC for the while is this. This is the Wingsung 601, and it is a pretty cool knockoff of the Parker 51. Hooded nib, very smooth nib, and it's a fountain pen that I can really write fast with. Like all hooded nib fountain pens, you can write a little bit faster with, but this one you can seriously write fast with. So when it comes to having a lecture, I'm probably going to be using this pen more often than the other pens. Really cool pen, has a really large ink capacity because it is a plunge filler, so you just press this and it will fill up the bladder. Really cool pen that I'm going to be using for the time being. Now, the final fountain pen that I'm going to be testing is this. This is a Lamy Safari that I've really been wanting to get around to testing. It's a fountain pen that a lot of people have used. It has a lot of reputation to live up to, and it's a fountain pen that I haven't really been too positive about, and I just wanted to find out what the whole Lamy Safari deal was about. So this is going to be the final pen that I'm testing in the moment. Now, here's how it goes. There are 5 little pockets for the pen, which means there should be, 5 pens that you can squeeze in. But I have noticed that if you just put the pen in here and tighten it, you can get 6 pens in. So yes, it's marketed as a 5-pen little satchel, but you can easily squeeze in 6 pens. And that's going to be my fountain pen lineup for the next few weeks. As I said before, if it changes, I will certainly let you guys know. But for the moment, this is the lineup of pens. Thank you for watching.